Welcome to PDR Tool Time. We want to take a moment to thank our sponsors that bring this great content to your listening ears week after week. B&D Tools, innovative PDR accessories for PDR professionals.
Edgy Tools, the king of PDR accessories that get the job done.
CBDdirectoils.com. It's not marijuana, kids. It's perfectly legal relief for all your aches and pains. Hey, what's up? What's going on, PDR Tool Time listeners? We are here live at Mobile Tech Expo with myself, Vince D'Alessandro, Daniel Grom, and Mike Toledo. We'll have Hudson and John on hopefully a little bit later as well.
There's Hudson behind us.
Live in Vegas. We are in Vegas and things are happening. Man, have we had a fantastic show, guys. You guys having fun?
This is great, man. Everybody says that they expected a little bit less. They got a little bit more.
Right? Yeah, all the feedback I've been hearing has been super positive. Guys actually did very, very well at this show.
Well, that's the thing I was concerned with, guys. I was concerned with the if he's taking pictures, freaking David.
We got David White here.
I was concerned for the vendors because they had low expectations, which is what was kind of concerning me. But a lot of them said they had a great first day, broke records.
Yeah.
Broke records indeed. I've talked to a handful of companies out there, and it was like they were not expecting it. I think the attendance was higher than expected, yet it wasn't Florida numbers.
No.
But we don't have the final number, so we're just speculating at this point. But there was well over 1,000 people here.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
How do you guys think the atmosphere is? You go, Vince.
Fun, playful, entertaining, energetic. Everyone's been kind and thoughtful of each other. Our PDR Tool Time booth was great here, I think, with everyone coming and trying out tools.
Something that's never done before.
No, and people weren't nervous. No one was judging anyone while they were doing it. You know, it was all really good, I thought.
Yeah.
I thought the energy was a little bit better than Florida. There's just a lot more to do. You know, we brought our families, our kids went to the movies, did bowling.
You know what I like? There weren't that many rules. You know what I mean? And there weren't that many rules to break. So everyone had a great time. I mean, yeah, there was some smoke in the air. I think that's kind of bothered some few people.
That's probably the only downside.
But you could drink, you could do. I mean, not saying we're alcoholics or anything, by no means. But you weren't regulated. Like, I would say Orlando was more kid environment. You had to watch out for other families that were not even a part of PDR. In Mobile Tech Expo, but this was a little bit way more relaxed in a way.
There's just a lot more to do here in the hotel that we're hosting in.
Let me ask you guys, what do you guys think of this host hotel? Because I think a lot of people were like blown away by the size and mass size of it.
I said it on this podcast. I said it in my own podcast. I thought this host hotel would be a hit, and to my opinion, and what a lot of other people said, they really liked it. They said it was just as clean, if not cleaner, than most of the hotels they've ever stayed at. And not talking Mobile Tech RX or Mobile Tech Expo events, but any kind of event.
Yeah, dude, the rooms we're staying in the condos across the street, but I've been in the rooms here, and they're freaking nice. They're all suites. They're really nice rooms.
Yeah,
you're staying in one.
Yeah, I'm staying in one. It was really clean, great amenities. No complaints at all. Hotel was great.
Hey,
I can't wait to come back.
Here's the difference, right? When you buy tools, your room's right there. You get to go put your tools away. You still come right back into right. You didn't have to go You didn't have to take an Uber to go somewhere. You have to pay for parking. Yeah. You didn't have to do any of that.
Plus, you have 5-6 bars to choose from. You have how many restaurants here?
10 restaurants, 10 or 12 restaurants inside this place,
and everything's represented. So great food, fantastic food.
It's just a lot of win. I mean, there was no drama. Basically, I saw.
I didn't see any drama, except for we do have a little bit of drama, but it's Maria Kaltenbach in A1, which we do want to mention.
Yeah.
She was unfortunately in a bad accident where she suffered burns to her body, and not to dampen the mood that we're going here right now, but if please say a thought or a prayer, whatever way you go for Maria, because she's going to have some recovery to do, which was really nice. Let's put it on a positive spin. We did a raffle for gift cards for them.
Yeah, we gathered some tools up. We put together a raffle real quick and
some PDR did
stepped
the whole
up.
thing. Yeah.
Yep, and so we're going to get them some gift cards for food, so they don't have to think about cooking or anything like that. It's great.
Yeah, well, our prayers with Maria for a speedy recovery and the family, and I'm sure we'll see you back pretty soon, Maria. Hang in there, and we're all supporting you.
Yeah,
definitely.
Okay, so moving back. So, what did you guys see? Let's say one negative. If you have a negative about the show, let's get that out. Let's get all the negative out.
Smoke for me.
The smoke?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the worst part. Yeah, we're from California. We don't experience that.
The whole state doesn't smoke anymore, or the whole country.
Right. So that's the only thing I can think of.
I'm having a hard time with that question.
Right?
Yeah. That's why I wanted to get it out of there.
Beers
were $2, guys.
Yeah,
beers were $2. Mixed drinks were $6, and that's usually double, $14 to $15 at a regular decent bar. I don't have anything else I could comment on as far as negative. I don't know.
Yeah, no negatives.
Okay. You know what? No, real quick. I think I just wish there was more tool vendors. Because there were some good tool manufacturers that weren't here. I'd love to see Blem here. I would have loved to see obviously A1. But I know they have the reasons, and I'm not putting anybody down. That's not. I would love to see all the tool manufacturers.
Well,
here.
Stuckey wasn't here.
Yeah, he didn't have an official booth, right? He had
Dent Reaper was here, but didn't have a booth. Stuff like that. I think they came to test the waters to see how it went.
I would call it a soft opening, a really good soft opening.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, we need to put this in perspective. If you go back and look at Vince, we went to the Clearwater in 2006, I think.
Yeah.
And there was only a few hundred people. We knew there was a few hundred people.
Exactly.
Okay. And they've already been doing it for 3 or 4 years already.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we had 1,100 people here at least. That's
Easily.
what they registered.
Yeah.
Okay. But it felt like a lot more. I think it was a great. And if you ask the vendors, most of them are going to tell you they were really successful. They had a good job.
But basically, it was a door dinger convention, and the guys that had tools for those door dingers did extremely well. And the guys that were more hail oriented, they maybe didn't do as well.
Listen, I don't want to make it a door ding hail expo. It's not. I don't
competition.
Yeah, I don't. I don't think that's.
No, we just have more door dingers on this side of the.
And listen, I was doing a little partial seminar with Dave Streen and Lynn Tang, and when I went up to speak, I really wanted to get a statistics on like who in the class, who in the room, and it was a packed room. I said, how many people here has been the first time have been to MTE? And 3/4 of the class raised their hand.
That's crazy.
3/4 of the class.
Yeah,
there's at least 60 people inside there.
Wow.
So, but that gives you a kind of perspective, and we met a lot of people said that it was their first time here.
Yeah,
and they absolutely see. If you've never been to an MTE, then this was your first one. They loved it. They liked it.
They don't know it any different.
No,
they think this is huge.
They thought this was great.
Yeah, comparison in size, I would say it's probably 1/3 of Orlando last year. Is that fair?
I don't think it's 1/3. I think I'd say half is fair.
Half.
Yeah,
more towards the half. Okay. Yeah.
Look. It was perfect, not shoulder to shoulder with people. It was spaced. It was busy.
Yep.
But not crowded. You know what I mean? That's a good way to say it.
My only negative thing that I have to say is that I think it would be nice to be less fragmented with the detailing industry. I mean, they were at their bar last night, and we were at our bar. I think it will take someone from that industry to come in and kind of bring us all together, because we cross over quite a bit, in my opinion.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, for a lot of technicians that are looking to open up shops and stuff like that, the quickest way to open up a shop is to go partnership with the detailer.
Good point, Vince. Yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on that note, Mobile Tech RX rolled out their app for detailers. So maybe that's the bridge that we are looking for.
Yeah, Look, man, there's so many. Have you been to and obviously this is the first one, but have you been to a MTE Mobile Tech Expo where you didn't see it grow? Right?
Right.
Everything's growing. Like, the tools are getting better. The networking's getting a lot better. Look how many people look forward besides just, oh, I see you once a year and that's all I talk to you. But now people are actually building the relationship that they should.
And we had 2 new tool makers here this time around. And
Who was that?
the plier things that we got.
The pliers.
PDR Dent Bender? The PDR
He's out of
Defender?
Texas.
Defender.
The stainless
Fender.
steel fender.
Defender.
Yeah, PDR Defender.
That's what it was.
.com. Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then the
Who?
The Ding tool?
Oh, Ding. Yeah, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Wayne at the Dinko. Yeah.
Ding tool.
Yeah.
That's an interesting tool. I didn't get to play with it yet much. So as I saw it being demoed, I definitely understand what it is what some pins, really sharp pins on the end of it, right?
Yeah.
And you're
You're
pushing
pushing
it,
with it.
and you're basically shrinking the metal with each one of those
Yeah.
those pins.
You
right?
want to hear a surprise? You know who liked it a lot?
Who?
Tom Price. And he's usually pretty cynical about new tools. So, yeah, I was really surprised that he said that. So, you know, he's first time out. He's still trying to perfect the tool, and he was here to get feedback, and he was doing that.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get up from my seat. I'm going to have you guys talk to this guy because he was a guy that was testing the waters. He didn't get a booth this year, but he has one of the number one tools out on the market right now and has for about a year and a half now. So I'm going to get up and let him talk and let you guys question why he didn't get a booth here.
Vidin?
Okay.
Vidin, get over here. Explain yourself here, buddy.
Ooh, yeah. That seat is hot. That seat is really hot.
So you have to talk into the mic.
Right into it like this?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
do
it's
that.
just like, you know.
So, Vidin, why didn't you get your booth, man?
You know, I have 2 tools, basically. I have the Dent Reaper, 3 sizes of that, and I have the Reaper rods. And I didn't know what to expect, and I've never had a booth on my own before. I've partnered with A1, and they were unable to make it as well. So
I think he was smart because it's a lot of work running a booth. and
Yeah, you got to enjoy the show a little
you
bit.
got to enjoy the show. You want to enjoy the show.
absolutely, I got to see all kinds of new stuff. And, you know, if I had a booth, I might have made a little bit money, but I had a lot of fun, and I spent.
But that's what our booth is, really. It's for the guys that don't have a booth. They can demo their tools.
Can I say something about the booth, our booth? I don't think people understood this booth enough, okay? Having the barrier that we had right here, like, I think that deterred people to come in. So maybe if we had a little bit more spacing and said, like a big banner says, try the tools, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're definitely learning on this one.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't know what
I
to
think
expect
Orlando,
either.
I think if we do the same thing in Orlando, I think people will understand what
Yeah.
they need, you know?
I think those are good ideas, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. A sign that said "Come in and try" would be amazing. I was
That
in
would've
here
been smart.
trying some different stuff, and I invited a couple people in, and they thought I was giving them a VIP pass or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like that, man. I mean, look, Vidin, you got anything else coming out, dude, in the near future?
You know, I'm
Well,
working on a couple of things, and Daniel might know a little something about
Yeah,
that.
I had a little...
Little go-round?
I gave him a suggestion, and he sent me the suggestion. And I go, make sure you're not going to send that to Mike Toledo so I can tease him and make him jealous.
That's all right. That's all right. I'll make it. After you give your full final thoughts, I'll put my 2 cents out on the review. So that's
We're gonna
good.
put a little fine tuning into it, and then everybody will get one, and they'll get to try. And
Hey, any chance I get to tease Mike to say, I got a tool and you didn't,
He
is
does
a good
rub it
day.
in my face,
It's
dude.
a good...
He
Oh,
does.
like you don't rub it in mine. Come on.
Yeah, no, you do, dude.
We play around. We love each other.
Look what I got from Carbon Tech.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, Vidin. So that's good, man.
So
You're-
was your tool well received with everybody?
everybody has. I've been. I mean, so awesome. Just random people come up, say hello. I love the Reaper. Thank you. It's amazing. Nothing feels better, and I get to meet so many cool guys.
It made the
throughout
top
whole
5
industry.
tools, dude.
And John is just one of those guys. He's got that smile on your face, like he's getting ready to tell you a joke, and he's already laughing about it. And
He's got that.
welcomes
He's got
you in.
that Reaper grin, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
he does. He has that grin that you go, he's got a secret or something that he's going to tell me.
Hey, no pressure, guys. I don't have any jokes, so if you see me smiling, it's just because I feel good. But
Yeah.
No, you're.
You know, besides the tools, John, you're a great person to just have a conversation with, you know, and get to know, and I really, really hope to see you in this tool industry for a very long time to come, dude. So.
Well, I hope to be here, and anytime I get ideas, I'm going to put them out there and hope they work. And I mean, like I say, when I get the positive feedback, it feels good, and I love it. And
Isn't this industry
be able to
great that
help
you can do
guys.
that though?
oh yeah, it's
This industry is
super
getting
cool.
better and better, man. I get people that haven't been in the industry that long. They think this is the best, the bee's knees. They think it's been like this the whole time,
Right?
you know?
And we had some international travelers. We had I think maybe the first time that I remember is a bunch of guys from Australia, right?
Good day, mate. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
did see Anthony Carroll running around.
I met a guy named, one guy was named Jeff. The other one was, Michael Cross, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Michael Cross.
And it was really interesting talking to those guys and seeing what their take on things. They're all excited, and they knew all of us and what we do, which was cool.
It's got to be cool.
Well,
What you guys probably already talked about this, but have you seen anything during this show that you were like, that's amazing, I have to have it?
okay. What you don't mention. Let me go first.
Yeah, you go first.
I actually, Daniel, I'm really happy about the balloon tips, dude. I mean,
thank you.
I tried them myself. They don't chew up the metal. They're a fantastic whale tail made by Blem, and you worked a lot with Mark.
Yes.
If I had Mark around here, we'd get him on here. But very good tool, man. And I
Thank
think that is definitely you found a hole for a tool, and and I know they were out for a while, but for back in the day, but they weren't made the right way. They were always bending. You know
they
what I mean?
weren't made the right way.
No.
Blem nailed it right out of the bat. Just did a perfect job with it, and super happy. And it was great because we sold out the first day. So we're going to try to ramp up again. He's got a bunch of tools on schedule, so we won't be able to get them made for a while. But we should have a few back at MTE in Florida.
That'll be awesome. I did get a set, and I tried them out on this Chevy right here.
The hood.
I went through the front of the hood brace all the way through, no heat, no nothing. That thing went all the way through, and I pull back and see what kind of leverage I can get. And I mean, forget about it.
Yeah, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Well, what else do you think? What your turn, Vadim? What did you like? I mean, I got a few tools, but what did you get that you was impressed with?
I'm super excited about the dead center crease tabs. I got a pack of those, and that dent defender.
Oh yeah.
That was
we and Daniel picked up one of those too, man. They ain't cheap, but it worked, right?
Yeah.
I love that they had the fender, like
having
you could.
that fender there to try it.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was the done deal. That sealed up the deal.
As soon as I pushed on that thing, I was like, all right, you got my money.
Yeah, me too. I forked it up. But he's making those by hand. They're patented. The guy's very passionate. He put gloves on before he would handle your tool and inspect it before he sold it to you.
Yeah, he had a lot of pride in that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he pulled mine out of the bag, reshined it, put it back in
Yeah,
the bag.
yeah.
I'm like, you don't understand. I'm going to put my greasy paws all over that.
That was a 30-minute buying process right there, dude.
It could have went a little bit quicker, but either way, you can tell he loves what he does.
Look, I agree with you too on that on the dead center crease tabs, man. I like the Hayes Freeman's new pivot tips. Man.
Yeah, those things look really cool.
Gosh, man, there's so many. There was some. Here's. I'm going to say it again, and for the tool manufacturers who are listening who didn't come, or maybe your sales weren't that good. What do you think the number one problem is when your sales aren't that good when you come to an expo like this? What do you think?
Having something new.
The lack of having something new.
Yep.
Yeah. Even though your tools are great, you got to have new tools.
Yep.
Yeah, the built-in excitement. I mean, you just look at the Stanliner booth, and obviously they're
they sold out 85% of their tools in the first day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again.
That's why we got in here early and got ours.
And
right,
the
Mike?
limited tools that are on the wall today were all spoken for, the way I understand it.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike picked up a tool that I missed, and I'm actually very upset about it.
I got lucky though. So
tell him about that tool.
That tool is like a spoon tool. It's like about 40 inches long, and it looks like a spoon.
Yeah.
Okay, but more flat, and instead of a hole in the like a spoon would have, but it's more flat on that side, and then rounded on the back like a normal spoon. And you can roll it, drag it, and then you turn it, and you can use the tip of it or the side of it. It's pretty damn interesting. We use it on the side of the truck bed, and they design it more for the hail guys though too. So I don't do much hail, but I do a lot of side stuff, and if I can get that in the side door panel.
We put it down a truck bed, took out the tail light, put it down a truck bed, and it worked fantastic.
Yeah.
Great tool.
Yeah. I got one too.
I'm observing here, you guys. I noticed that Daniel doesn't talk over Mike when you're in person.
It's hard to talk over somebody when everybody's locked in. So yeah. What did you guys think about the PDR trials, the dent trials? What do you think about that?
Well, before
you
before
want to
we
keep
do
talking
that,
tools?
Well, yeah, let's keep that for end, I think.
All right.
But we want to thank you for coming on, John, and appreciate you and all you
Thanks
do
for having
to our
me,
industry. And we're going to see you in Florida.
For sure.
Are you going to have a booth?
I don't know if I'll have a booth on my own.
Be with A1?
You don't
I'll
need
probably be with A1,
Yeah.
and we'll see how that all plays out.
But if we do this thing again, you could be over here, clean with all the tools and showing
Oh.
people how you use it.
Definitely, I'd be more
would
than
like
happy
to.
I had a ton of fun doing that this year, and
Awesome.
Vegas has been great, and thanks again for everything.
All right, man. Thanks. Take care.
Ouch. What are you doing there?
Wiggle out.
Sorry.
You got
All right. We're getting Vince
You
back
need
on.
you need some mid music.
Yeah, right?
Oh, wait. We have the guest intro here. Oh, actually. See, that's what I do. I pan it down and I forget to turn it back up. So, John Vadine from Dent Reaper. Blowing it up.
Here we go.
So, okay, let's
We should get another person here just a random Danny Espinosa.
Oh, Danny.
Let's see what he says, dude. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on.
Danny. We're going to catch him off guard. He has never done this before. Hey, come over here.
How the expo was, dude. Okay. Sit in here as a guest.
All right, Danny Espinal is out of where are you out of? You're out of Connecticut. All right, put the cans on and talk in the mic, and we're going to ask you a few questions about what you thought of Mobile Tech Expo Vegas. How you doing, Danny?
Good. How you guys been?
We're doing good, man.
This sounds weird. My voice sounds weird.
Yeah.
It's
anyway.
super sexy to the rest of us.
Hey. How you doing?
Yeah.
Get a little bit
no.
closer.
I like it. I really like it. There's always a first for everything. To me, it's like this is always brotherhood.
Yeah.
That's the way I
Right.
look at it.
It is.
And I know everybody's out there, they're working and all that, but we have to take our time for ourselves. I think it's great. So far from the turnout, we meet at night and it's all positive. So
That's where the magic happens, right?
Oh yeah.
Now, Danny, did you buy any tools?
I did.
What'd you get? Tell us. Tell everyone.
I don't even know how much I spent. I just know. I know it's a lot. I bought this board, the line board. This is
TVN put
Yeah,
that out.
tell them about that.
this is gonna help me, especially that sometimes I put the light. But now we got this board. And
So this is what he's holding right now. Is it's a line
Reflecto
board,
mat.
but
The Reflecto mat.
It's like a 1.5 inch thick mat, closed cell foam that you can kneel on, but it also has lines on one side and then a fog on the other side. And we were cross-checking it on the door, and the thing is awesome. You can spill stuff on it; it wipes right off. You can clean it off.
It's
and
made to
you're
kneel
protecting
on
your-
it, right?
Yeah, it's there so you can protect your knees. The thing is awesome.
Yeah, I think it's going to help me out sometimes on the hood when you have it at a certain angle and you can't get the light right there. You just lay it right there. That's going to help.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Right.
And then, I mean, there were some other things there, just too many right now I just know I spent
A lot of money.
at
Good.
least $2,000.
Yeah, you know
You
what?
did your part.
And it's
I did my part.
It's funny
I
that
did
you
get
said
your
that.
hammer.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yes. I love that.
I actually think that that was the average spent at this show was about $2,000.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say about that.
Yeah.
I'd
Easy.
say so. Easily.
Yeah.
Easily. You know, I did want to get the James Lee light. That's my next thing.
Version 3?
Yes.
Auto
but
cup?
well, the big one that he's got, the fat head.
Oh, the big one. Okay, yeah,
with
yeah.
the
The
robo
headlight.
Yeah, with the Robo vacuum.
Yes.
And you want to get the smaller suction cup, the oval.
Yep.
He has two sizes in that. I got the big one to start with, and then he switched me out for the smaller one, and the thing works fantastic.
Yep. That's good. But yeah, so far so good. I think it's positive. You know, to me it's this get together is always awesome.
It's
And-
always
and-
great
and,
seeing you, Danny.
hey,
You're a
you
freaking
guys
brother.
too,
We've been
man.
doing this for years.
You
We've been
know?
coming to these for years, and
Yes.
you're one of our boys.
Definitely. You say
Yeah.
I could say the same here.
You're one of the first persons I saw when I got here, and I came up and I just stood next to him and didn't say a word until he caught me in the corner of his eye, and he's like, "Oh,
There you go. And I brought my wife with me too, so this was actually
yeah, me
something nice.
too."
Yeah,
So,
me too.
My
Yeah,
first time.
this is good. You know, if the wives are hearing out there, maybe they're shy to come here, but let me tell you, come and meet
Trust
our
me, all
wives.
the girls got together and they went out and played, and like when we got all together at the bar, they had their own little circle party.
Yeah, no, they had a good time last night.
Yeah,
so
it was
that's
great.
good.
So
All
that was
right.
awesome. So,
Okay.
well, thanks for coming on, man.
Definitely,
Danny.
man. Always,
All
man.
right.
God bless everybody.
We'll see you in a few months in Florida.
You got it. Definitely.
Okay, man.
Bye-bye.
Cool. We'll get Mike back on here, and
Let's blow him up out of here.
there you go.
Blow up Daniel. Danny. All right.
So some of the other things that I was seeing at the show was Dentcraft had a ton of new tools. Did you notice that?
I did, yeah. They put out a new ratcheting handle,
And
which was really interesting.
okay, and I just realized, or someone said, "Do you realize how much these things are?
No.
$65
$65.
for a ratcheting handle."
Wow.
And it was the opposite of all your other ratcheting handles. It pushed to ratchet, now pull.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to have a little bit of a hard time with that because I'm an upside down guy. So, but for the guys that work upright, you're not going to have a problem with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You wouldn't know about that. But
No, I
Dent
wouldn't.
Wizard guys, they might have a little bit of an issue because the way that we work upside down. But okay, who do we have on next? The man, the myth, the legend, Jason from Houston. Mr.
How's it
Dent
going,
Lion.
guys?
Mr. Dent Lion.
Where you're from, Porter?
I'm from Houston, basically.
Okay.
Porter's a suburb of Houston, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
And I just found out that Jason is a fellow audiobook listener.
Audible all the way.
Audible, yeah.
For like 5 years.
Yeah, we sat at dinner and compared all of our books, and we're going to trade our favorite books, right?
Okay,
Absolutely.
well, we'll talk about something cooler than that, like PDR tools rather than books.
I can't fix a dent unless I'm listening to a
Me
book.
either, honestly.
Really?
I can't- yeah, I have to put my book in. Yeah, get away from me.
Get away from the moment, huh? That's crazy. How funny. Maybe I should try that.
You should.
Yeah.
Get an education.
I might get educated.
That's right.
All right. So,
Yeah.
Jason, this isn't your first show. You've been to Orlando.
Yeah, I went to Orlando earlier this year. That was my first show.
Okay.
So this is my second. And
So that was your first, which wasn't the most spectacular show ever in Florida. but it was still good, and it was probably you probably thought it was great.
It
right?
was great. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I
What
had
do
a
you
great
think of
time.
this one here in Vegas?
I think it's for a first show. I think it's awesome. I mean, it was a great turnout. There was a lot of people. I got to meet a lot of new people that I haven't met before, and I've been to some other events like the Mega Media event and a couple other things. And,
Yeah.
And you know, I've been lucky enough to have some friends that know a lot of people, and so
Sure.
I've got to meet. But here, I met a lot of new people. It was absolutely awesome. Man.
Yeah, and I know one of your things is marketing. You've really, because you've only been in PDR now for a couple, 2-3 years.
2
now,
years,
right?
yeah.
2 years.
2 years this month, actually. Yeah.
And you've really kind of not cornered the market, but you've set yourself up
Yes.
for success down there in Houston, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten up there, with the SEO and all the advertising and stuff. I mean, I put a lot of work in with it, so it's kind of become a little bit of a niche, but it's like a second job.
It is a second job.
Yeah,
huh?
absolutely, all the time.
Well, you need to train a PDR technician to fix dents for you and do all the SEO and all that other stuff.
I'm in the middle of doing that right now.
Perfect. Yeah, I remember meeting you down in San Diego when you were training with Mike.
Absolutely, yeah.
that was really cool.
You were the first. Yeah, you were the first person I met besides Mike in PDR industry.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I didn't.
I'm sorry that had to happen.
Yeah, hopefully I didn't taint that too much. So, the good thing is, while this podcast is going, we're getting a little bit liquored up here. So we're getting
it's
we're
good.
getting lubed up.
This episode is brought to you by Blackwell Rum.
Blackwell. We have an announcement. Okay, something at 3:30 is happening.
Yeah.
Probably another drawing or something.
Yeah. So Jason, what tools did you buy?
So I got a few stand liner tools. Probably my favorite ones that I got today or got this weekend were I got a triple bend stand liner that I'm really want to use. Now Dent Reaper, he stole my thunder on my fender pliers because I got those yesterday and I absolutely love them. That might be the best buy that I've got here.
Your fender pliers?
Yeah, because I work on a lot of fenders and a lot of blowouts.
Sure.
And the way those are set up, you can just go right in there on the edge and you can fix the edge of it
Without blowing out.
Without blowing it out. Even if it has a blowout, you can go in there and fix it.
Yeah.
Very easily without it, moving around.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. So that's your favorite pick so far?
That's probably my favorite one. Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
awesome. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, you know what? We want to thank you for coming on for a few minutes.
Well, I appreciate y'all having me on.
We're actually going to have you on in the future. We're gonna talk SEO stuff and
yeah, we can do that
stuff like
anytime.
that.
Absolutely.
We'll have you back on.
All right, sounds like
Can
a
we
plan.
have a whole show on Audible?
No.
Hey, people don't understand how well it'll help you fix dents.
Right?
You just
I'm
get in
telling
the
you.
world and it's in the
helps
zone.
you zone in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Cool, man. All right, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, brother. So let's blow him up. Hey, there's Christina Steckinger walking down over here. She's giving us the finger. No, she's giving us the hurrah.
Now, she's
So-
giving us the wangle.
The wangle. She's trying to wangle us in where we're doing a podcast. She needs to sit down and tell us a little bit about what's going on over there at the Anson
Christina,
booth.
can we wangle you in here?
What's up?
You got to put your cans on.
My what?
Your cans.
What are you saying about my cans?
There, you got your cans on. Your headphones. Welcome, Christina.
Yeah,
Thanks.
welcome. So, how was the show for you as a vendor?
It was good. It was different customers than what we would see in Orlando or back home.
Okay.
There were some of our regular customers that are going to come to any show, PDR related. But there were a lot of new faces, a lot of new customers, and we had quite a bit of new product available
Yeah, right?
that kept people really interested in our booth the whole time. So
Well, the booth looked great. I mean, you guys, well, I say you guys, I'm part of it now. So we, as Anson, your dad, Craig Dyer, he spent the last 3 months putting that booth together with all the fixtures and everything, and it really looked great.
Yeah, he built all of the wood cabinetry himself, which he did for our other display that we have, but we decided to wise up a little bit and put it on wheels
Oh, sure.
to make it a little bit easier on everybody. And of course, he put the time and effort that he does in everything to make it look beautiful.
Yeah, and it was beautiful.
awesome. Yeah,
and
it
it was
was
probably
great.
one of the most popular booths yet again. Everyone was out over there hanging out, and the vibe that comes from the Anson booth is always great because the Anson family is just they're happy people. They're happy that you're coming to talk to them and buying tools from them and everything, and it's just a great environment. And How many people did you meet from the West Coast that you've never met before?
Oh my goodness. I would say that's about 75% of our customers that came by. We didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
They honestly didn't really know who we were, but they just came in and said, how much is this? And started buying products.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They were ready. They were ready for MTE. I'll say that.
Right.
So let me ask you this: what was the number one seller? You think? What would you pick?
I have. Number one seller.
Yes. Glue. Tabs.
Yes, the tequila glue.
Tequila glue.
And the root beer 2.0 tabs.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
See, they're
were
catching on.
Great tab.
in that category.
Mm-hmm.
And then as far as hot sellers, the Door Lords.
Oh, good.
That were our new release.
Yeah. We had a ton of people over here at the PDR Tool Time booth checking them out and playing with them and then going right back over there.
Mm-hmm.
It was impressive.
Yeah, so as far as tools go, the Lucky Sevens, the longest one and then the third longest one, so it's a green handle and an orange handle, we sold out.
Oh, wow.
Of those. So those would probably be the most popular as far as the tools went.
That's
in
great.
that category. And then Vince, your mats, we had to restock in green.
Yes. Yeah. The Magnatech mat
the
version
green
2.0.
mats really sold well. And then the TDN mats, the reflector mats.
Reflecto mats. We were just talking about those earlier. They're really cool.
Yes, and it seems like half of the customer base was grabbing one of those mats.
Yeah. And it's a good price, too. It's $85. It's not a bad
That's why
deal.
I was going to ask how much.
Yeah. And the Stucky hole straightener.
Uh-huh.
And the inspection
we have another
wedge.
announcement. Okay, demo theater. That's not us.
So we had a lot of mixed product. There were tons of different categories being purchased, I would say.
Yeah. That's great. Well, we want to thank you for coming on and spending a couple minutes. I know you're running around here doing all sorts of stuff, but thank you for taking a couple minutes to.
Oh yeah,
stop
absolutely,
and talk to us.
and thank you guys for letting people like us and our tools be a part of the Tool Time booth and letting people try them out.
Yeah, it was fantastic. That
Absolutely.
was a success.
It was definitely part of the success, having the tools here from the vendors. So, and you know what? I don't think we lost any. No one walked off with the tool at all.
Yeah.
We left. We turned back every tool that we got.
You know what? If they did, it'd be one less tool for us to have to pack back up.
Absolutely.
Right?
Well,
All
thank
right.
you, Christina.
Thanks,
we'll
sweetie.
see you in a little bit
Okay.
when we need to break down in a couple hours, right?
All right, we're going to switch. We're going to get back on mic. Toledo.
Yeah. And we have another special guest that's wandering by the booth right now, and we're going to get him in here.
The Big Don.
So hold on. Let me explode Christina out of here. And in with the Big Don.
Don K. Kavanaugh.
Don Kavanaugh.
Hey, everyone out there. How you doing? We're having fun here at Mobile Tech Expo.
Turn him up. He talks so soft-spoken.
Yo.
There you go. Don, so
Yeah,
what do you think of the show, dude?
It's been a good show. I've been really, I didn't know what to expect, but
Yeah.
it's been really, really good. I think everybody's been having a great time, and there's people from all walks of life. Seems like a lot of California boys that I haven't seen before, but it's been really good. I think there's only, 1,100, 1,200 people here?
Yeah.
All right, we are about to begin
Yeah.
the raffle. Once
But-
again,
but
you
really
do have
good.
the present
Okay,
tokens
we got
in
We'll
another
wait.
announcement.
We'll wait till the raffle goes.
to help get our attention so you don't miss out on your prize. The first prize we will give out is a pair of Apple AirPods.
All
Oh, they're
right.
giving away Apple AirPods.
Apple
Man.
AirPods.
Wow.
Which ones? The first version 1 or version 2? Because I don't want version 1. Don't go cheap on me.
They have version
I
2
just
already?
bought version 2. I love them.
Did you?
Yeah,
Our
they're good.
first winner is David Ortega Sancho.
David Ortega one.
Demo Feeder.
Okay.
David
Nice.
Ortega Sancho.
So let me ask you this, Donnie.
Yeah, bud.
What'd you buy?
I bought it some Stanliner stuff, and not because it's you, brother, but I happened to set of Blem balloon tip whale tails that I'm very, very excited about.
Wait. Which ones?
The balloon tips.
Okay, the balloon tips.
Those things, we've had them at the shop for about 3-4 weeks, and I've had a chance to use them, and they're an incredible.
That's right. How did he get them so that? Because he works with the Blim, right?
No, that's not how it worked. I gave them to Anson, and Anson gave them to
Clifton. Was
Clifton.
It? Yep.
And Clifton went up to his place for a show, or for the
for
the
hail.
hail thing.
Yep.
And
Hold on.
I'm so sorry.
Coochie.
Vitas? It's VYTAS.
This is one
Sorry.
thing when you're doing live.
Building.
yeah, can't help this one.
We get the intercom here. Okay, so
Vitas?
Let's just talk over it.
yeah, let's just go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got the balloon tips. You've been using them. You're liking them.
Yes, they're incredible. You guys, these things, you cut your tip of your finger if you really push hard enough. These things are so thin but so strong. They're not changing. I was a little worried about the thinness of them, and obviously that was a wasted effort on my part. These things just drive right through all the glue, and I love how they round them up. Dan, I remember talking about this. So these whale tails, guys, are amazing.
Balloon tips.
Balloon tip whale tails. They're not whale tails.
No,
they
they're
are
not.
balloon tips.
They're
I don't
balloon
even know
tips.
why I say that, but you know why I do? Because they work so well.
Right.
They work exactly like it, but smoother and cutting through. What was your? Where did you think of this, Dan?
So I actually designed this tool 23 years ago, and I wanted a softer push for larger dents under a brace.
Yep.
We had the whale tail already, but I had these softer dents that were under a brace, and I just wanted something that.
Are there
worked.
any plans for bigger ones? As I see that there's a room for bigger balloon tips.
Oh, sure. It's just like the whale tails. They can be. Actually, I want to play with some smaller ones too. But
Like half-inch whale tail, like balloon tips. That'd be badass.
yeah, and bigger, smaller, everything. So we'll see. But Blem is just killing it the way they're making them, and I'm excited because I know they can do that. There's a whole other line of tools in my head that I want to get out and make too.
I know, dude. Whatever you are thinking of, it's really good. They really should. Everyone should send you the tool to make sure that it's badass or you a little extra. It's not like, oh, make sure you're the one but you think like you're holding those pliers. You're already thinking about, okay, I'd like to see a spring load here, a little handle there, little modification
Absolutely.
there.
Yeah, I always look at a tool and can it do some other things too? Can it be a multi-tool? It's like the Carbon Tech hail rod right now. I'm working on a prototype to make it into a hustle stick. So,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've been prototyping that thing. That's a great brainchild as well, Dan.
Yeah. We're hoping to have that ready for next MTE. So we'll see.
Listen, I think
good.
I just want to say that this whole experience again has been a new experience. I'm happy to be a part of the first one. I'm sure you guys are. I'm glad everybody here was a part of it.
Hey, I'm gonna jump out and I'm gonna let John Renstrom jump in.
No, we're not going to talk about Mobile Tech
Johnny
RX.
Renstrom, Mobile Tech RX.
John, first of all, what's your feel on this, dude? Like, what did you?
So yeah, from Mobile Tech's point of view, I mean, it was a pretty great show. It's definitely not as big as Orlando and what we're used to, so the sign-up amounts were, of course, down. But when you got the numbers, I think what of our numbers are about roughly half this year that we normally see in Orlando. But we still had a really good show. I mean, we rolled out some good stuff. We got a lot of really good feedback. As far as the venue goes, I like the building. I like the fact that we're all in one place. I like the fact that I could take some tools that I did purchase. Just making that clear. I purchased some tools here. I'd taken them back to my room. I can load them in my suitcase. That's all really great. Casinos, man. I'm not a gambler and I'm not a smoker.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm neither. I mean, I'll
Neither
throw
as
some
well.
dice. No, actually, I want to throw dice. I'll play blackjack once in a while, but I didn't gamble yet, and this is the last day. But what did you? I liked it, man. It's easy, man. Right? It's like, was there any negatives besides like you didn't have the numbers you wanted? But
we didn't even consider that a negative because of the feedback that we wanted. But I love the fact that I hop off my elevator, I walk down a hallway, I come right into the venue, I'm ready to go.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, we're going to find out what it's like. I didn't have to help set up because I was speaking that morning. That I guess if I had one major complaint, I would like to have had the education rooms closer.
Yeah. And it wasn't that far of a bad walk. It was, at least it was in the same hall, right? Like,
yeah, it was in the same hall. I mean, it's a decent hike. Love the fact, it's a Vegas casino, so I truly love the fact that there was plenty of places to eat and a variety of places to eat without having to go miles. If you didn't want to go to the Strip, you didn't have to.
There's 12 restaurants here.
I know.
We haven't left since we got here.
Yeah.
Right?
We stepped out a little last night, and but the bars are a little better now. Of course, you guys that are listening know that I haven't had anything to drink for a little over 8 months. But there's space where you can stand around and talk, and something that we didn't have in Orlando at the last event, and it was a little more like Caribe in that aspect.
Yeah.
So that was great.
Yeah. Well, I mean, other than that, I think it was pretty positive, man. And we saw a lot of new faces, did you not?
Oh, we saw lots of guys got to come up. People that didn't even know the software existed, didn't even know this event existed. Watching some people's faces when they got to see the dent trials for the first time ever.
Yeah.
They're like, those dents suck, man. Holy crap!
So
I'm
true.
so
we were
glad.
gonna talk about that a little bit later, man. But that is like they are not. Listen, since we're on the subject, I had a chance. I was talking smack the whole time. Oh yeah, I couldn't get in. Yada yada. Oh, Mike Toledo, we got a spot for you. So I paid for it, right? I was giving him my card. I was shaking, like as I was giving him my card. And then it was my turn to go, and I was like, Shane Roses, guess what? You're up. I bought you a ticket. And he went in there, and he looked like he did pretty well.
I think he did great.
So we'll see.
Well, we slipped Robert Castile in there right at the
end.
end.
I heard he got in there.
Yeah, he went over to look at his dent first, and I told him, look, if he starts doing it, I'll tie the knot in my T-shirt and be his cheerleader for him. So it's like I wanted to see him compete, so that was great. They're in there, but there's no lie. Those were some cool. Those are some serious dents.
They
no joke.
were, dude. They were some serious dents. So. Anyway, best of luck to everybody and anybody who wins. So and the contestants. So you'd have some nuts. I honestly don't think I would have finished in an hour and a half. I mean, I think that door would have took me 2 hours by itself because I'm a slow pusher. I'm not one of those speed techs, man. Yeah. I'm just not. That's not my style.
I'm the same way. I like walking away, answering the phone,
Yeah.
doing a few things, coming back to it, thinking about it.
I got to do a tech support call in the middle. Man. I've never fixed a whole car without having 5 years now. I've been fixing cars while talking to mobile tech users. So
Yeah. So all right, man. Well, let me. What else have we got? What else have we got in the loop here? Vince, are we? What else? What's our
We're
new
gonna
thing?
put Vince back on here, guys.
Yeah. Where's Daniel?
yeah. Well, Daniel's over there fingering a dent dial all over the place, so obviously he's going to have his grease mitts.
Hold on a second.
You know,
Mary.
Yes.
he's trying
Mary.
He's trying to lick
Hey,
it.
let's put on some wives. Yeah.
So
Hey, Mary and Melinda. How about that? We'll put on Mary.
Yeah, we'll get Melinda over here, and you'll be the.
Yeah, well, we're going to throw Mary on the
Hey,
onto the
Mel,
podcast.
come on, sit down.
Yeah, so we're going to have Mary and Melinda slip in here. So, all right, so first up, we've got Mary Toledo. So, all right, Mary.
More fun than my husband.
Yeah. So Mary, what's your thoughts? You've been to Orlando. You're now at Vegas. So what is your thoughts about this show here?
Well, as I predicted that it's going to be more of a West Coast, not going to have a lot of people that normally goes to Orlando, but I predicted that it's going to be big for the tool companies because the West Coast people, they're all about spending money. I mean, look at my husband, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And especially it's Vegas, right? So you're already anticipating you're going to spend money.
Yeah, and Mike would have spent more money, but they didn't have any camera equipment here.
Oh, that's
man.
So,
there was no B&H, no B&H around.
Exactly, no B&H. So we got Melinda.
Yes,
in
my
here.
wife. She's never been on. She usually hangs out on the outskirts before we're podcasting.
Yeah.
And giving you a hard time, John and myself and everyone else, feeding me before the podcast. So this is your first time talking on one of these. I need you to scoot forward and let everyone know what. Oh, sorry. She snuck a
making
kiss.
out on microphone. Hang on
okay.
a second. We're going to roll that back a little bit. I got to break out some ones.
Here.
So
it sounds like this when we kiss. So, anyways, so what do you think of Mobile Tech Expo Vegas and with the family perspective?
Family mobile tech, yes. I was actually just talking to Craig about that this morning. And he was asking me what I thought about it, and I said I really like this compared to the Florida one because it's way smaller, it's more intimate, and it feels like specialized people that want to work with other specialized people. Not just out for their own thing. Everybody's doing this together, and everybody's here to lift everybody else up. That's what I liked about it.
Well, you know what, Melinda? You're a natural on this. I like that sexy voice of yours. And you're looking good there with your new makeup.
And now we have Robin. Robin is John's wife from Mobile Tech RX. She's joining us as well. Hold on, we have a little bit. Okay, the announcement is over. Robin, what did you think of Vegas here, Mobile Tech Expo Vegas?
Well, it's been a great turnout for the first year. I expect to be a lot better for the future.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So what's your overall thoughts on the venue in itself?
I loved it here actually. It's a great venue and a great place to stay, lots of things to do, and you would never have to leave if you didn't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one that's what I like. Yeah,
So
they have a few
when
restaurants.
are you ladies going to leave us boys alone so we could go be like boys and play with our tools?
What are you talking about?
Don't you do that all the time?
I know. Wait, hold on. The girls have been like pretty much doing a lot of stuff together, right? I mean, me and Melinda, we've been like meeting all these, wives. That's what
right.
that's been here for the first time. Like Kim.
We are networking behind the scenes for you guys.
Yes, exactly.
We have our own
That's
ideas
really
going
good.
on to help
Yeah.
your industry and the wives behind the industries.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There was a lot more couples, I think, at this Las Vegas event, and I think it showed in the number of rods on every table. I mean,
Yes.
you could tell that there was a lot more
of
wives here.
A lot of rods laid out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we convinced what? I don't know if you Vince convinced Jill to come, but I convinced Kim, Dan Kavanaugh's wife, to come out. I said, please, only 2 days. We're going to have fun. It's Vegas. You know what I mean? Melinda's going to be there. Other wives going to be there. So
It's definitely gotten better over the years with the more wives that have shown up.
Yep.
It's a lot of fun now.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it immensely. And now we're bringing kids because the kids are old enough to kind of take care of themselves and they're learning important life lessons.
yeah, it's
Here.
called work.
Yeah, it's called work. That's right.
Our two
Earn
kids
your
are-
earbuds.
got furry and 4 legs, so it really didn't work out to bring our kids in on this.
No,
I
I
know.
know.
The cats
okay.
wouldn't go well.
But overall, in comparison to some other shows, would you say the Vegas show was a little more wife-friendly? I know there's been some wives that complained about Orlando and maybe didn't guys being a little too crass or anything like that. Would you say this was a little bit friendlier venue?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more friendly and more intimate, and it's like for me, I'm just saying there's no drama. I'm not seeing anything. You know what I mean?
I think a big part of that is that there's several bars to spread all the dent guys out in, so you don't get them all in one conglomeration. That always
That's
seems
true.
to cause
That's
the
true.
trouble.
That's true. Good
Good
thoughts.
point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Well, all right. Done with the wives. We're going to move on. We're going to bring John back on and Daniel, and we're going to close out this show. And give us 1 second here. All right. Okay. So we've got somebody it's their very first Mobile Tech Expo to show up. And Daniel, why don't you introduce this one?
This is my wife, Jill Grom.
Hello, everyone.
So this was my first time bringing my wife to the show. So what'd you think?
I have had so much fun meeting everyone and putting a face to a name and really enjoying just looking and see what's all out here. It's great.
Right?
Yeah.
So we brought our kids. They had a fantastic time. They went to the movies. They went bowling. You guys went to where else?
We helped you sell
Yeah, yes, they helped me sell stuff.
And he didn't tell me I was going to be doing this.
Right?
Yeah. Did you get to put any dents in any of these demo cars?
I didn't. That was an option?
Yeah.
Darn. How'd I miss that?
Right?
Bummer.
So where'd you take the kids? Tell everybody where you took the kids.
We went to the Coca-Cola store and the M&M World and Caesar's Palace.
Awesome.
And looked around, and the kids had a good time, and Mary was driving. It was kind of crazy.
Uh-oh.
Lots of construction out there. We went the wrong way a couple times.
Nice.
Yeah. All right.
I actually got to go somewhere really cool. Dave Stream kidnapped me and took me. You guys, John, have you seen the movie or the TV show Tanked? Where where they make fish tanks?
Yeah.
Well, Dave's personal friends with him, and he took me over there, and we got a tour of this place. And oh my God, this place was huge, and it was filled with just huge tanks, huge machinery. He has a huge macaw collection of birds. He does bird rescue.
So much more than fish.
Right. I had no idea. He had lizards. He had all these lizard tanks and all kinds of stuff, man. It was cool.
I like the car one.
Yeah, he had the car in the tank. That was cool. I posted that.
Nice. Yeah. I haven't even got a chance to spend much time checking up on Facebook. I've been trying to do that at like a midnight.
I haven't even posted. I didn't do a single video. I didn't have time.
Yeah,
It kept him working.
Yeah, it was a crazy week. So, but overall, now do you want to try an Orlando show?
I'd love to try Orlando. Yes.
Yeah, not to mention you get to go to Disneyland. And,
right.
World. Check out Disney World. Yeah, we go to. I think my wife and I have knocked them all out. We got to find something new for next year.
Oh, very nice.
All right. Well, while
Thank
you two talk a little bit, I'm gonna go snag one last spouse. We're gonna bring her on here. She's a little bit embarrassed, so it might be a little bit more like a kidnapping to get this occurred.
Okay, go make it happen.
All right, we're gonna make this happen.
All right.
So, what was your impression of this? Because you've never been. Yeah.
I haven't. And he would come home and just rave and talk for hours. So it was really fun just to get to see all the wonderful people. I really like your environment here. It's great.
Right? Yeah, that's the one thing she kept on telling me is that she loves all these Dent people.
The Dent guys and ladies
are
amazing.
So, okay, what do you say to all the ladies like yourself that have not been? What would you say to them if their husbands invite them to come?
I say it's a must. It's really fun to see, with you working all by yourself all the time, and to see this great environment of people that work together, share knowledge. It's amazing. It's really fun to watch.
Okay, we got our other lady that we kidnapped, Don Kavanaugh's wife.
Hey.
Hello, speak into the mic for us.
Oh, okay.
Introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Kim Kavanaugh. Nice to be here.
So Kim's first time.
Yes.
And I was joking around. I was going, "Oh, you're real."
Yeah.
Oh yes, I am.
And was it gentle?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Easy.
Well, that was the most important question anytime it's the first time. So we all have to just double check.
Me and Dawn have done comparative notes that our lives are very similar. We're the same age. We have the same age kids, and now that I meet you, it's kind of a little bit eerie that you're a lot like my wife.
How so?
Did you get along with my wife? Okay.
Love her. Yes.
Good.
Yes. Feels like we're gonna hang out.
Yay. Yeah.
Go do stuff.
I think we need to do some family trips together.
I'm suddenly
that'd be
feeling like
awesome.
the third wheel.
Yeah, right?
I know, right? That's all right.
Here I am, stuck in the middle again.
No, this is good. I mean, like I said, I've never been to anything, PDR related, and it's always hard to get away. Just as a mom, I feel like I need to be with the kids and be there. But I also need to support my husband, and there's great women here, and we can all collaborate and meet, and I think it strengthens the relationship for everybody. So
we love your husband.
Well, I love him too.
Yeah.
And
he's
he
a great
loves
guy.
you guys too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel so awkward because I didn't even realize that was who you were. I've been seeing you around, but I've been racing all around. And then it's like, wait, we got to get Dawn's wife here. And I'm like, what? What? Kim's here? Oh.
I am. I flew in yesterday. We fly out tomorrow, but it's
So hi, I'm Goober. And,
Goober.
I'm really glad to finally meet you in person and off of Facebook.
right. People are actually living and breathing, and they're real. They're real. So it's good to be here. Really
Nice.
good to be here.
So you guys have had a crazy summer. So let's just talk about your summer because everybody knows that it was like baseballs fell from heaven. And
Yes.
so you guys have just been buried. You've got a lot of Dent guys up there. So you took a little break to come all the way out here.
Yeah.
And then you get to see where everybody's coming from and everybody's happy. Did you realize how big a collaboration that Paintless Dent Repair really had?
Yes and no. I mean, I think what I see is all on social media and just conversations with Don and what I see at the shop and but then everything here. I know this is a smaller venue compared to what Orlando is.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's huge, and there's so many great people that are in the industry, and it's great to meet different aspects and different parts of the industry that I didn't know, and just whether someone has an app that they've created or the tools, but the education and the training and all that, it's phenomenal. So it's important because everyone needs to up their game and continue to grow and learn. So it's really good.
Yeah, there's really no venue like PDR. This was a really good show to see. There's a lot of West Coast detail guys that come out. They're in here. There's several detail vendors that were set up, but still, Paintless Dent Repair dominates in the group get together and increase and push everybody to do better and do more and be more productive.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to bring Vince back in as we kind of wrap the show up just a little bit.
Yep.
And
they're going to start kicking us out soon, so
Yes.
we got to wrap everything up and get these cars out
It
there.
is 4 o'clock. The show is over, and our show is over.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Guys, I just want to say one thing. If you're even hesitating, you got to come here next year. It is
Absolutely.
a super fun venue. I'm looking forward to next year already. I can't wait. I had a great time. What about you guys?
Oh, yeah. I'll be back.
Yep. We're of course going to be back, and this was a blast.
I was looking around, but the only thing I didn't find any bench grinders here. So if there's anybody out there selling bench grinders, you need to come to the show and sell some bench grinders. I would really like to be able to be a sponsor for that.
Absolutely. Well,
I said bench grinders. How many times
geez.
did I
I'm sorry.
did I say bench grinders? God, he is so slow.
It's true.
I've been drinking.
All fashion.
Yes. Well, remember to
level up your tools.
Don't do stupid stuff.
And keep it stiff.
For current discount codes, visit pdrtooltime.com. Sponsors like Hog Glue and Hog Pass, making your job easy. Found at hansonpdr.com.
Magnatech Mat, magnetic utility tool mat. Version 2 is now available.
And Mobile Tech RX, the app that makes you money.